I'm over in the powder shop, standing by the spray booth, and what I've got behind me here are all the spray suits that the sprayers wear when they're spraying powder. And looks like there's a lot of suits back there that some of them look dirty. You can see there's red and green, and some that don't look like they've got anything on them at all. These are disposable suits, but we reuse them as much as we can until they start to rip or they just get nasty, because obviously you're sweating, especially in the summer when you're wearing one of these. But the main purpose of it is just one, it's PPE. It's to keep the powder off of the sprayer. If you're in the powder booth all day long spraying a lot of powder and you're not wearing a suit, you're going to get it all over you. I do see a lot of videos on social media where a lot of people don't wear these. They could be in like t-shirt and shorts, which is I would not recommend. But if you're just doing like one wheel at a time and you got a really small operation, I guess I can see where you might not think you need a suit. But I think whatever you're spraying, a suit is really important to keep the powder off of you. Mainly if you're spraying different colors, let's say you're spraying red like this one over here in the morning, and then you're switching over to spray a white, then if you weren't wearing a suit at all, you'd have red powder on you. There's no way you could get it all off, and that could easily get into some of the white powder that you're spraying, and then you'd have contamination. So the suit serves more of a purpose really than just the PPE and keeping the powder off the operator and keeping them safe. It really helps with cross-contamination as long as you're changing suits. Obviously, if you wear the same suit all day and are in all different kinds of colors, then whatever color you last sprayed is on the suit, even if you blow it off. So these, it's not like that there's just a ton of dry powder on these that's going to just fall off while they're sitting here on the wall. They blow themselves off when they get done spraying that particular color, and they're going to do a color change and switch their suit. But over time, even after, if you've just been spraying for an hour or so, especially like the bright colors, you can see red and green, those start to turn the suit color, and you can't really get it 100% off, which just goes to show that saying that you're not going to wear a spray suit and just blow yourself off after every cart, you're still going to have it all over your clothes and on your skin, even if you think that you've blown it all off, because obviously these have been blown off, but they're still, you can see a lot of color on there. So, and then the main reason why there's so many back here in similar colors is because we have multiple sprayers. Sometimes there's two guys spraying at the same time, and there's multiple people in the shop that know how to spray. So everybody just kind of has their own suits. We try to reuse them as much as we can. They're decently expensive. There are reusable suits out there. We've never tried those. If anybody uses them and really likes them, let us know. I'd like to try some, but I've never really seen any that I like, I guess, that I've seen advertised, and they seem expensive. I don't know how well they stay clean. And these are like a little bit of a lighter weight fabric. They're somewhat breathable, but most of the reusable stuff that I've seen is more plasticky, thicker, seems even heavier, even less breathable, and I think that would make it even hotter. Obviously in the summer, when it's really hot in the powder coating shop, like it is anywhere where you have ovens running in the summer, it does get really hot in the building itself, and so then when you're in the spray booth and you have to have one of these on, it's even hotter. So that's one thing that you have to keep in mind, and the sprayers have to make sure that they're hydrating quite a bit. Another option is to have some supplied air coming to the sprayer. You might have seen some videos where like someone's wearing a suit like this, but it seems really puffed up because there's air flowing to it. And we've been trying some things and some new pieces of equipment to see if we can get that to be helpful. But it adds extra equipment that you have to wear and extra hoses that you have to drag around. And so we're trying to balance our sprayers. They want to be cooler and they want to utilize some of that stuff, but at the same time, it makes it a lot more cumbersome, and they're tripping over and it's catching on things. It's kind of a trade-off there. If it's super, super hot, maybe you can deal with that, but on our day-to-day basis, especially when it's not in the middle of summer, these are just fine to wear, and it's really not too hot. But a lot of people find this interesting, and when everybody walks through the shops, they ask like, what are these suits for? Why do we have so many? And it's just because that allows us to do really quick color changes. If we're going from red to green, you just blow yourself off, take that suit off, put your green suit on, and you're good to go. And it really helps with color contamination. That's one of the main reasons why we started it.